This is something I didn't understand for a long time. The very things that made me fall in love for him slowly became the things that irritate me the most. At the beginning, all of these details felt alive, different, unexpected. Later, they felt uncomfortable, out of place, and it took me time to realize that what was changing wasn't really him. It was the way I was looking at him. I had been single for over a year back then. My heart was still recovering from a relationship that had deeply disappointed me. Open up again felt risky, like touching something that was still sore. So, without even noticing it, I approached love carefully, measured, with a part of me always on guard.
When the heart is being hurt, it doesn't stop wanting connection. It simply learns to approach it with more caution. And when something new arrives, we don't meet it with a blank slate. We meet it through the filter of what we've lived.
Then, one evening, I met a friend of a friend. At first glance, he looks like the classic nice guy, and in my imagination, nice guys were kind, but usually boring. But he wasn't boring at all. There was something different about him, and I could feel it immediately. The way he moved, the way he spoke, the way he occupied space. He didn't seem worried about fitting in or about being read in a certain way. He was simply himself. So strange. So different. A bit unusual, a bit quirky, a bit unpredictable. And that was exactly what attracted me. We started seeing each other, and at the beginning it felt easy, light, playful. I was very taken by him. I love all these peculiarities, and he showed me, in his own way, that he cared about me. It felt genuine, alive.
Often we are attracted to people that embodies qualities that we really appreciate, even when we think that these qualities do not belong to us. Their way of being can feel refreshing, inspiring, almost magnetic, because it touches something familiar, something we recognize, even if we haven't lived it ourselves yet.
At some point, something inside of me began to tighten. Not suddenly, quietly. I start being irritated by small things, a gesture not made, or not made in the way it should be. For me, of course. A word said differently, a misunderstanding. Even the way he walked, too free, too confident, too different. The way he related to others, too open, too kind, too natural. That kindness that once I adored started to scare me. I began imagining how other people might interpret him. I told myself that this kindness could be misunderstood. And slowly, I found myself more alert, more reactive. It felt like something inside of me was being touched.
Sometimes it's not that we don't like what we see. It's that what we see moves fears we carry from the past. When we don't feel safe yet to be truly ourselves, free, spontaneous, unapologetic, it's often because there is a belief somewhere that tells us, if I will be myself, I won't be loved. I won't be appreciated. So when someone embodies that freedom, it can awaken a much deeper fear. The fear of being left, the fear of not being enough.
Arguments start appearing. Some intense, some confusing, some without a clear reason. Over time, I realized something important. What irritated me the most was everything he did a different way from the others. Different from what I consider normal. That difference that once fascinated me had slowly become difficult to tolerate. With sadness and with a lot of respect for each other, we chose to end the relationship. Before resentment could grow, before love could turn into something painful. After some time passed, one question stayed with me. Why did the very things that attract me the most in the beginning became the reason I pulled away.
This is an important moment of reflection because it's often here that the understanding begins to deepen. Relationships don't only show us who the other person is, they also reveal how we relate to ourselves.
It wasn't easy to admit, but with time and with a deep inner work, I understood something essential. I couldn't accept in him what I couldn't accept in myself. His difference, his freedom, his unconventional way of being. And that time in my life, I didn't allow myself to live fully these parts of me, to be different, to experiment, to exist outside expectations. And so, seeing him live it so naturally made me uncomfortable. Those little oddities, the things that we often label as strange, aren't flaws. They are identity. They are what makes us recognizable, what makes someone say, I know her, it's her. They are out of signatures, our fingerprint.
Very often, the qualities we are drawn to in others, they're not foreign to us. They are parts of us that are still unexpressed, unexplored, waiting for space. When we begin to welcome those parts, differences stop feeling threatening. And what once felt out of place becomes the very thing that makes the connection feel real.